the legendary Dame Edna Everidge.
They do adore me, don't they? He had a rare problem. He had a prostate murmur. He did, but he contained it. It was contained. And you had a little bowel problem once, didn't you? You did.
I actually did. It was actually even more extensive than that. I was in Chile on top of a mountain, and I got an intestinal obstruction, and they had to drag me down the mountain for about, a couple of hours to get down, and they cut me open and took out about that much of my intestine. Actually, it wasn't that funny at the time.
No.
Well, I came very close to not emerging, but he saved me, and I'm very grateful to him.
Thank heaven the world is grateful for that, my
well,
darling
that's very
Alan.
nice. Yes,
My husband's problem made me involve myself in prostate charities, really.
Really?
I started a prostate movement. Did you ever think of starting a bowel movement, Alan? No. But not... Please, not
I think
now.
I'm having one now.
I said to myself, that man is going to be famous one day. He's going to make it to the top. He's going to be on a talk show with me, I said to myself. You're going to be that big, and you are, my darling, and I like the way you took a stand against this silly old chauvinistic, fundamentally, I think, sex symbol thing. Because we are actors, aren't we? We are people. We have our own integrity, and you're not a sex symbol to me, darling. In fact, you actually are a bit of a turn-off. I mean that in a very nice way. I do, because you bring out the maternal instinct in me. You know, when I see you in some of those films, you're either wearing a military uniform or in your little birthday suit. I see your little bits jiggling around.
Not so little.
Not so little. Your little front body. You know, when I see that, do you know what my fingers are doing, Miss McCoy? They're reaching for the talcum powder. Because I want to give them a little dusting. I want to put a little absorbent nappy between those legs of yours. Because I'm a very maternal person, and I feel that towards you.
Now, lots of sports stars do let themselves go when they retire. Not you. Not you, Shane, because you were never in great shape to begin with. Well, it's sort of playing gender games, aren't they? My daughter talks about it all the time. I wonder whether I should play gender games. What do I have to do? Stand up at the toilet or something? I don't think I'd make a very convincing man, K.D. I would.
No,
No way.
I don't think so. No.
No way.
No.
I think there's too much fuss about this gender business. I mean, there are whole articles, women's magazines, full of it. It's a sort of fad, really. I think women might be too liberated.
You do?
Well, do you get that feeling?
Yes.
I think so. It's all overdone.
Definitely.
I think we are liberated. Look at us.
Yes, I don't think we need to liberate any
Here we are,
further.
3 very liberated women chatting away like this. I'm going to be a bit liberated now.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about something personal. This could offend people. I'm never one to run away from confrontations. My son, Kenny, who designed this beautiful dress...
Beautiful.
Well, he made some decisions, K.D., and I embraced them as far as it was possible for me to do so.
Well, you're a liberal, loving woman, is what you are.
Darling. I am. I surrender to the love in my heart. And I don't think there's anything that 2 intelligent women cannot discuss. There's no taboo. I make no apologies for the words, for the terminology, perhaps the coarse terminology that I'm going to use now. When did you first first know you were Canadian? No, I mean, please. I mean that. Would you be offended if I said I prefer you to Donald Sutherland, Margaret Atwood, and Leonard Cohen rolled into one? Because they do often roll into one. I don't know. Would you say you were proudly Canadian?
Yes, I would, yeah.
Well, there's still a few diehards, you know, who are shocked when you come out proudly flaunting your national emblems.
That's
you know?
true.
Your maple leaf, your mountie, your beaver.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the early days. Little Alec Baldwin. A lot of toys did you have when you were a little boy?
I did. Microscopes, train sets.
Microscopes?
Yes, to looking at amoeba and protozoa and a little kit. And I had a doll.
Doll?
I had a doll.
How lovely. Now, please.
I said I had a doll.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Little boys like to play with their dolls. My son Kenny, for example. Now,
My doll was named Kenny.
But in Kenny's case, we couldn't wrestle that Barbie off him. We couldn't. Not without a tantrum. So it was a little boy doll.
It was a boy doll.
And did you cuddle it? Did you?
Well, as you'd say over here, we were mates. We went places together and did things. We were mates, you know what I mean?
You speak to me like a man who has a rough idea what I'm about to ask you.
Yeah.
Did you shoe Kenny? I mean, no. Please, for heaven's sake.
So by that you implied that I put any part of Kenny in my mouth?
Yes, that's what I implied.
Yes, I did.
You did. I happen to know that.
You're just delighting in all this, aren't you?
Don't talk to them, please.
Don't talk to me.
Now, you suffer... You suffer, well, normal disorders and little setbacks, don't you?
Yes, I have obsessive compulsive disorder.
Do you really?
But very very acutely. Very, very rarely.
But it's a newish thing, isn't it?
I like to straighten things out and make sure everything's...
Do you really?
Yeah.
Goodness. Well, I'm a little bit like that. I'm very neat in many ways.
Right.
But I don't think I've got OCDC. Is that what it's called? OC.
I'm not OCDC, but I'm OCD.
You OCD.
Like if you went into my house and you moved one book like a quarter of an inch, I might notice that. I just have this strange...
Isn't that extraordinary?
Isn't it weird? Yeah.
It's weird and adorable.
Right.
I say so.
Even the hairs on my chest, they're arranged exactly the way I need them to be.
What's the difference between OCDC and anally retentive? What's the difference? It was fake.
Well, I think people that are anally retentive want to keep a certain something inside. Whereas people who are OCDC want something to go in and out and in and out. And not necessarily stay inside, but go in and out all the time. If I'm not mistaken.
We're going in pretty deep at the moment, aren't we?
I think we're all the way in, actually.
Kenny, yes.
Oh, he designed this, isn't he? He's so talented, Kenny. He's a practicing homeopath, as a matter of fact. I'm pretty sure that's what he said he was. Darling, let's face it, I had 2 Valiums and a big mug of Ovaltine, and I was in bed a bit woozy, and Kenny came home very late after a Stephen Sondheim tribute. And little Steve's watching too, bless him. And he said, I'm a homeopath, Mum, and so is my roommate. He's a lovely boy.
Oh, he
My
is.
son's roommate you would adore. He'd love all those show business stories,
What's
Judy.
his name?
His name is Clifford Smale.
Oh.
And he's American. He's from the Boston area, quite religious. He was an altar boy, as a matter of fact. He toyed with the priesthood. But more about you. I'm talking too much as usual.
No, I mean...
Look at me. Am I overdressed? I think I am. I wanted to know, Judy and Sharon, what funeral have you just been at? They've found me a better seat. I'm sorry.